Welcome back to Janvier Legacy. Let's have short note about today's topics, which is ethical leadership under pressure, the legacy that outlives power. In a moment of comfort, anyone can lead, but in a moment of pressure, that is where true leadership is revealed. Today, across the world, political leadership is facing one of its greatest tests, which is pressure from public expectations, political competition, and the growing demand for transparency and accountability. And the question is simple: what kind of leaders will emerge from this pressure? We are living in a time where trust in leadership is fragile. Communication are watching more closely. Citizens are asking you harder questions, and decisions made by leaders are no longer hidden, but they are exposed, analyzed, and remembered. Political leadership today is not just about authority. It is all about responsibility. But there is true challenge, which is when pressure increases, ethics are often the first thing compromised. Readers may choose shortcuts over principles, silence over truth, or personal gain over public good. And this is where leadership begins to fade, not public at first, but internally. At Janvier Legacy, we always believe that ethical leadership is the foundation of lasting impact, because the leadership is not measured by how long you stay in power, but by how long your values live after you leave. Ethical political leadership requires three only critical things. The first one is about integrity under pressure. Not when it is easy, but when it is difficult. When decisions are unpopular, when no one is watching, when the cost of doing right is high. The second one is all about accountability without excuses. True leaders take responsibility, but not only for success, but also for failure. They understand that leadership is for service, not entertainment. Third, it's all about vision beyond self-interest. Ethical leaders think beyond elections, beyond recognition, and even beyond personal benefit. They build systems, institutions, and trust that will serve future generations. Because really, in the end, leadership is not about position, it is about legacy, the legacy that you left behind once you leave company or institution. So when ethical leadership is present, societies grow stronger, trust increase, institutions become stable, and people feel represented and respected in all manners. But when ethicals are absent, the damage is deep, deep, deep. Trust is broken, the system weakened, and future leaders inherit instability instead of strength, because they all about bad rigors. This is why ethical leadership is not optional, but it is essential in all aspects, especially in political leadership, where decisions affect not just today, but the future of entire nation, and sometimes even entire worlds. So, as we reflect on leadership in times of pressure, let us ask ourselves: are we reading for convenience or for conviction? Are we really building power, or are we building legacy? Because long after titles are gone, but remain is the impact of our choice and our activities. And that is the true measure of leadership, really. So, in all activities that we do day by day, we must reflect on our activities and having long-lasting impact, which we left after we leave, after we are no longer here, after maybe we die. So, because that's life, it's all about life cycle. Once you've been old, so that you can inspire other generation and the young generation. I appreciate for your time for gaining this short note about this title. Once you have any question, any comment, any idea, you can mention it in section of comments. So let's meet in the next video. Please remember to share, like, subscribe. This is Janvier Legacy, shaping readers who choose ethics even under pressure. See you next time.